and we'll start stacking them streams on. Oh, dude. What the hell is the bike doing, Milestone? What's it doing, dude? All right, boys. What up, my dudes? So, I hope you guys have been enjoying this more content I've been spitting out on the channel here. Just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Spitting that content out like crazy. We're going to get them live streams going again. Let's see if I can remember how to ride this track. Yeah, I got to let off a little. We're on this 250 on Supercross 4 here. I've actually not rode the 250 much in this game. Let me just roll over every single jump on this track. It's really fun, dude. Okay, so big thing right here. Oh, Spency boy, that's a quad fatty. Okay, Spency boy, okay. Sorry, guys, it's been a while since I rode on this track right here. Probably as good as you could hit that shit on a 250 right there. But yeah, so Garrett Marchbanks, why the hell does he not have a factory ride at this point? What the hell are these teams thinking? What are they thinking? I don't even think he should have got kicked off a monster, a pro circuit monster, right? Let me turn the ghost off here. I don't think he should have got kicked off of that to begin with, but nonetheless, whatever. You know, if I think it was he did something off of the bike. I don't know what the full story was on that. I don't even know. You know, there's a lot of hearsay, whatever the hell about that, but yeah, but I mean, nonetheless, like at the end of the day, this is what frustrates me a little bit about like these factory Supercross teams. Listen, if somebody can get the results, it really shouldn't matter much about anything else, especially in the 250 class. Come on now. Like, if they can get the results in the main event, it's okay if they do a little something stupid off of the, off of the bike. That's not a big deal. Wouldn't you rather have somebody getting the results? You know? That's kind of where I'm at with it. It's like, isn't that kind of the whole point, to get results? And, Garrett Marchbanks, he won Daytona. Pretty sure his first year in the 250 class, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that could have been his second year. Pretty sure it was his first. But anyways, that they kicked him off literally that very next year. And he had just won Daytona. He just won Daytona. I mean, how much more can you do to stay on a factory ride than just win a main event like Daytona? I don't know. But anyways, they kicked him off of the team, kicked him off of Cowie. No other factory team picks him up. I'm dumbfounded at that to begin with. I mean, dude literally won Daytona. And some of you factory teams are picking up these dudes that don't have a chance in hell at winning a main event. They don't have a chance in hell. And Garrett Marchbanks is still young. And he's still 2022 Anaheim 1. Goes out there on a B-tier ClubMX Yamaha team and runs with all of the factory boys throughout the entire main event. If Garrett Marchbanks would have been on a star Yamaha in that race, I promise you he would have at least got a second place in that main event. Promise you he would have. That's really what I'm surprised that Star Yamaha has not picked up Marchbanks at this point. Obviously, he knows how to ride a Yamaha, right? So it's like, it just seems like a no-brainer. It literally seems like a no-brainer for Star Yamaha specifically to pick him up. He has proved more than enough on a B-tier team to get a full-blown factory ride again at this point. And he already proved he can win. He's already won. Very early on into his 250 career, he already won at Daytona. He already proved that. He done proved his shit. I don't know why he's even on a B-tier team in the first damn place. There's a lot of these boys that's not even won a main event, and they're still on these factory 250 teams. What the fuck? That don't even make sense. If I was Garrett Marchbanks, I'd be pretty bitter about the way this shit's went down. This almost reminds me kind of like a Malcolm Stewart type situation, going out there winning a 250 Supercross title and then not getting a factory 450 ride at all after that. It's similar in the sense of, it just seems like they should be getting a factory ride. Like, without a doubt about it. There shouldn't even be a question about it at this point. And Marchbanks just continues to prove he can run it up there all the way through a main event, on top of everything else on a B tier 250 team. He can run it up there. He's pretty much the main dude that's running that entire ClubMX team at this point. He's the one that's built that whole team from the ground up at this point. You know, I am comeback, whatever the fuck, dude. He was just a hop, skip, step away from having a podium at Anaheim 1 in 2022 on a B tier 250 team. Sign this dude. What are y'all doing? What the fuck are y'all doing? I mean, literally, I don't understand it. And I ain't got nothing against some of those other star Yamaha boys that's not really done anything yet. I don't have anything against them, but what? I mean, I thought that was the whole goal here, was to win races, get better results. A lot of you factory teams would simply get better results with a Garrett Marchbanks than you would with your current dudes that you have on your team. Like, straight up. And he's proving it. I mean, it ain't like Marchbanks is out there consistently getting a 9th and a 10th in the 250 class, even though that's what you should be getting on a B tier 250 team. He's riding a B tier bike like a factory bike. That's what he's doing. So just imagine if he was on a full-blown, especially a bike as good as the Star Yamaha, just imagine the results he'd be getting at this point. And he's been through that thing where he lost a factory ride, so I guarantee you he's not going to expect a bunch of money. He's not going to have a bunch of fancy schmancy bullshit, and he's going to go in there and get the results because he's already seen what it's like to be on the outside looking in to a factory team. But again, he's getting the results to prove it. That's all it fucking comes down to at the end of the day. That's all it comes down to. Even if you had a fucking J-Law type rider off of the bike, I don't see why you still wouldn't sponsor the guy. If they're fast, they're fast. If they're going to win races, they're going to win races. If they're going to put your bike up there, they're going to put your bike up there. Right? And I can promise you, Garrett Marchbanks has done nothing even close to what a J-Law has done off of the bike. I can promise you it ain't nothing like that. Whatever Monster Energy Kawasaki was all upset about Marchbanks for, I just don't believe it was something that crazy big of a thing. You know what I mean? I just don't believe that. But nonetheless, I mean, oh my God. This is just one of those situations that just drives me nuts. Because I keep seeing Marchbanks proving he should be on a factory team, and he's still not on a factory team. And then I see all these boys on these factory teams getting their asses smoked by Marchbanks in these main events. Over and over and over. This happened last year multiple times. It's already happening this year in the first round. Come on now. You factory teams need to wake up. Wake up. I don't give a shit why Pro Circuit Kawasaki dropped Marchbanks. That don't even matter. He's getting the results on a B tier 250 bike. So I fucking promise you he's going to get the results on a factory 250 bike. He's going to get it. He's like, dude, there's just no question about that. Like, especially if it was on a Star Yamaha. I fucking guarantee you he'd have been running right up there with Craig in that Anaheim 1 2022 250 main event. He would have been running right up there with Craig. I promise you he'd have got at least second place in that main event if he'd have been on the Star Yamaha. At least. There is absolutely not a stitch of a doubt in my mind about that. Like, and he fell off just barely at the end when Hunter Lawrence came through. He was about to pass Hammaker there for a while. You know, again, he's on a B tier level bike, dude, going against Pro Circuit level 250s out here, dude. He's about to pass Pro Circuit level 250 guys. Deep into the main event. Come on now. Come on now. I mean, damn. And he's still young. This ain't like some washed up 25-year-old 250 dude. He's still young. He deserves it. Give it to him. Fucking give it to him.